Alright, back again, look here. And as you can see, it's a bit of a windy day, but I figured I'd come back out here. I had a lot of people asking about what has happened with these plastic pieces for the Super Neo 29. As you guys can see, it seems to be affecting it, at least somewhat. As you can see here, there's almost a two-tone going on here. Some parts of this were hit by the sunlight directly, and other parts of it weren't. Unfortunately, because of the heavy rain that we've had recently, and that we've been having, basically this is the rainy season, you can see a lot of the starch that I had put on here to cover it had kind of worn off or had washed away. But you can still see that there's a two-tone difference going on here. But if we take a look at some parts that didn't get, you know, really seen by the sun here too much, you can see here how it looks really dark compared to the front, which seems a lot lighter. So I think that it actually is doing something. It's actually becoming quite effective. But what I'm going to do here, yeah, if we even compare the two tones here to this and this, I mean, it looks like a pretty good difference between the two. Well, what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to go with some straight bleach. And this is, you know, just regular cheapo bleach. I'm going to use a sponge to apply it, and I know I should have had some newspaper, but unfortunately I don't have any newspaper, so I'm just going to be using some plastic wrap here. But hopefully that won't you know, affect the pavement here too much. It won't get too bad. But I'm going to try and put a little bit of the bleach on here and leave this out for a little while. The sun, as you can see, it's not out. It's looking really gray, and who knows what the weather will entail here for the rest of the coming week. But I'll just try this and see if we can get anything kind of positive out of this. See if the bleach itself will work. If not, then what I'm going to do is jump up to maybe using some like hair dyeing, like hydrogen peroxide. Like I'll go to the store and just get one of those hair coloring kits, and one of the ones that kind of bleaches the hair orange or blonde. I'll see if that'll lift it off and take it off. I know there was a few people who had just commented and just saying, why are you wasting all this time on, you know, trying to make these things come back like that? Why don't you just spray paint them? Well, you know, the idea here is that spray paint, unless you get a good automotive spray paint or you get an automotive shop to spray paint it, spray paint will chip right off. It'll flake right off. Plastic, it doesn't matter what kind of plastic you put it on. If you use plastic primer and then you paint over it, eventually that stuff is going to start to chip or crack, or, you know, it's going to fall off. The reason why automotive paint works so well is because automotive paint applies an epoxy to the outside of it, which is basically, you know, a really strong glue, which is what holds and preserves the color underneath it. So, and they use a flat color on the bottom, and then they use a gloss over the top of it, so it looks like they had just used a gloss enamel over the whole thing. But I'm just going to try this and see if we can get anything else to happen here, see if it'll get a little bit better. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, then, you know, maybe I will explore those options of automotive paint in the future. But I'm not going to give up here yet. I want to keep trying this, and I'm not going to go ahead and sand these down just yet either. I'm just going to see if we can get something to work. But just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update here, and yeah, let's maybe kind of go ahead and put this on. Like I said, this time it's just straight bleach. I mean, it's not going to have any really good surface to stick to. It's not going to probably be the best situation, but that, like I had mentioned before, it is going to rain, or it seems like it's going to rain. Probably shouldn't even be doing this right now, but there's a small chance that it could actually start to lighten up here. Just pour a little bit of the old bleach in a bowl, and we'll give it a go with the sponge. Stuff is pretty powerful stuff, so. Got a wet rag here just in case it kind of spills over. What's nice about regular bleach itself is it does kind of have a little bit of like a gelatin feel to it. I mean, it is, you know, watery, don't get me wrong, but it does have a kind of bit of a slimy type feel to it. So. Try and keep this off the speaker grill as much as possible, but yeah, that's all experimenting is, you know, just taking a guess at stuff to see how it works and see if it does work. there's that. That one's got bleach all over it. And then we'll go for the other one here. Really want to make sure that when you go ahead and start doing this stuff that you're not wearing any clothes that you care about. Because if you put this stuff on and you're wearing a pair of blue jeans, they're your favorite ones, and you just get one drop of this on there, it'll turn it white. And bleach isn't something to be messing around with if you have open wounds, like any cuts or anything like that. It can really burn. Alright, so we got that all taken care of there. And what we'll do, like I said, we'll just let this sit out here. We'll give this a little bit of time to soak in and see what the regular bleach does. I know that it's pretty strong, and it almost feels like it'll take the skin right off your fingers. But yeah, you can see it's applied on here. And if it does rain, well, then I'll just put another coat on. But at least it's not going to be as messy as, you know, the remnants of that flour that I used before. But it is on there. Hopefully it'll do something a little bit more productive with this, and we'll give it maybe a couple more days or so and see how that works. But just want to give you guys a bit of an update as to what's going on with this here. And yeah, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon. So thanks for watching.